Hey, what's going on, guys? ZKiwi here, coming in with another video from Rainbow Six Siege. Today we're going to be going over exactly whether or not the Rainbow Six Starter Edition is worth it. I purchased the Starter Edition during the Christmas Steam sale when it was only $9, and even then, currently the sale is not going on, but the Starter Edition is always cheap for Rainbow Six Siege. It still only ranges between $12 and $15, and that kind of price just fluctuates. But the biggest controversy regarding that topic right now is whether or not the Starter Edition is worth it. Now, for me, when I purchased The Division and Tom Clancy's The Wildlands, I was extremely excited for when they came out, but I feel like I got exhausted on the games extremely quickly, so I was really timid as far as purchasing this game, not knowing what to expect if I would just get burnt out on it. And I didn't want to invest $60 or more on this game, because you can do just that. You can purchase this game for anywhere between $60 and $90. $90 will get you all 3 season passes with all 3 editions, including all the operators for all of them, renown boosters, and all the big things that you get with that. Looking back now, I do wish I would have made that purchase, because I love this game. I've had it for about a month and a half, and I've logged over 300 hours on it, and I play it daily. I just can't get enough of it. Now, if you were like me in that predicament and you just kind of want to test it out for yourself, I do highly encourage you go on YouTube, watch some videos on it, check out some reviews. I'll be releasing more videos here soon, so don't forget to drop a like, a subscription, and comment down below, and I'll continue making these videos so you can gauge whether or not you should make the purchase for the Starter Edition, or if you should go up and make the purchase for at least the edition where you get all the original operators and enough money to where you buy the season pass for year 3, which is coming out soon. Check it out. It's coming out in March. It's supposed to be really awesome, and we'll see how that turns out. Now, if you decide to purchase the Starter Edition, know that you do get 2 original operators, and all the original operators vary between defenders and attackers. For the defenders, all the original operators are Mute, Smoke, Capcan, Pulse, Doc, Rook, Tachanka, and Castle. And all the original attackers are Fuze, Thatcher, Thermite, Ash, Sledge, Montaigne, Glaz, and Twitch. Now, with these, you will get 2 completely random generated operators with your purchase of the Starter Edition, and 25,000 renown, which is enough to buy either 2 original operators or 1 year 1 or 2 operator currently. The year 1 and 2 operators are currently 25,000 renown apiece. If you check out my previous video on renown, it tells you exactly how to farm renown so you can get more operators if you save up in-game currency rather than spending real life currency on these operators. But what I highly suggest doing right now, if you purchase the Starter Edition, is to pay for your renown, to pay for 2 more original operators instead of wasting it on one of the year 2 or 1 operators. Now, I couldn't tell you exactly which original operators you're going to get, so it varies of what you're going to get and what original operators you should buy to begin with. But I do highly recommend getting at least 1 additional attacking operator and 1 additional defensive operator, because when you get these 2 operators, you get 1 attack, 1 defense. Now that leaves you with 1 choice for either attack or defense when you're playing, in a game. Now, if somebody else chooses that operator, you won't have the ability to choose that person, so you have to go with a recruit. Now, I made a list of operators that I believe are, in my order of preference, the best from top to bottom. Now, as far as the attackers, I would suggest, and again, if you have any of these operators, I would just go down sequentially and get the next one down from that person, as far as an attacker or a defensive operator. Now, as far as defenders, the #1 operator in my opinion is Mute. He has a lot of amazing electronic jamming capability, which in a competitive mode is very beneficial. Then you have Smoke. He throws the smoke canisters out and stops people from progressing onto the target, and a lot of different uses for him. Capcan sets traps, booby traps that explode when an operator walks through it. Pulse, you can see somebody's live heartbeat through walls, and he's phenomenal for roaming if you know how to play him right. Then you have Doc, who has the ability to charge other people up with their health, and he can also withstand, kind of like Zofia, to bring himself back up from an injury position. Then you have Rook, who has a lot of armor, and he can drop armor for his teammates. Tachanka is not very, and again, this is sequentially, and the last two are Tachanka, who's really, in my opinion, kind of useless. If you know how to play, you can overcome Tachanka, flash him, knock out a shield, and get rid of him pretty quickly, but his machine gun is pretty cool, despite all the memes about him. And the last one would be Castle. I don't really like Castle all that much, because when people castle wall, it is like a breeding ground for Twitch just to throw grenades in the building. Now, attackers, number one is going to be Fuze. For that reason, if people have castle walls, he's able to put his charge on the window and shoot grenades on target, and he's awesome in that respect. He also has a shield, which is terrifying when people walk through with that thing. You have Thatcher, who throws his electronic pulse grenade, which knocks out electronics, which is great when you use number 3, thermite, or Hibana, for your teammates to be able to break hard reinforced walls. Ash is number 4, her hitbox being like a pixel wide, and she's just an awesome operator as far as her weapons, speed, and everything like that is concerned. And you have Sledge, who has a giant sledgehammer, who's able to knock down regular barriers unlimited. So despite all the other characters such as Ash and things of that nature, Sledge is able to knock down anything with a swing of his sledgehammer. Then you have Montaigne, who has an awesome large shield, and it's great for people who know how to play that well as far as secure area and things of that nature. And people would it makes defenders extremely terrified when they push on target with Montaigne. And you have Glaz. Just depends on the situation of when he's useful, but in a few different maps such as airplane and things like that, he is extremely helpful, but he's very hard to play in a team environment. You need to be very cohesive as far as your teammates are concerned to be able to use Glass correctly. And then Twitch, in my opinion, is the least important operator. Not very useful at all. Anyway, that's how I would rank them all. So if you guys like the video, go ahead and drop a like and a subscription, comment below, and let me know what you think. Thanks again, guys.